So what I'm here to tell you is that I never really told you my whole story. So ever since I was 15, I tried THC, okay? Ever since then, you know what I mean? I've been, you know what I mean, like smoking on and off, not like every day, but then it became everyday use over the years. So from 15 to 29, count it. 15, so 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. That's 14 years. 14 years of my life. You know what I mean? And I just want to let you know that I did, because I was going stir crazy because I shouldn't have drank. Because every time actually I do drink, I want to get back in my element with smoking some THC or THCA. So because it puts me on a low vibration. Alcohol is on a low vibration and weed's on a high vibration. So when I can't stand the low vibration anymore and I want to get out of it, I would smoke some THC or THCA. Now, when you give your brain a break from THC, you're less tolerant to it. So your tolerance is low so that you get more affected by it. And I just smoked and I'm psychoactively affected by it right now. But also I could talk when I'm sober just as much and as about things as possible and doing all the stuff, you know what I mean? Where I can unlock certain things. And what I'm trying to say is that I like being sober. It's just that when I incorporate alcohol with trying to quit smoking weed, it usually doesn't work out. Because I was fighting it for the longest time, saying I'm not smoking THC or THCA. I'm doing a real good job. I was on day 4. This is day 4 today. And right now, the time is like, I can't see the clock because it's on video. But the time is like 1 o'clock almost. Because it was 12:30 when I looked at it last. So it must be like 1 o'clock around. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to post this video to let everybody know that I'm cutting down. I'm cutting down drastically. I'm going to sit cross-legged. I'm cutting down drastically, people. And I went several days before cutting down too. For them 5 days. I was cutting down for 5 days. Real good. Without everyday use. But I was still randomly doing it once in a while. But I was mostly sober. For 5 days. And then when I got to Tomahawk, that's when things took a turn for the worse because they got better weed there and I got more addicted to it kind of. And it was a better THCA, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just my life journey. It's like any sort of substance, like coffee. Coffee gives you a high in a sort of way, and it has a cause and effect of itself, and it's bad for you in some ways. But what I'm trying to say is that THCA is not so bad. You know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is that I am going to quit for YouTube and for all the people out there on my YouTube channel that subscribe to me, that are rooting for me. I can't let them down because I really need to do this. And they're motivating me to go for them 5 days, to go for them 7 days before I told you what was going on. And then now I went a solid 4 days sober without it at all, cold turkey. You know what I mean? So I think I did good. But what I'm trying to say is that I can't incorporate alcohol with it. Because even if I have one beer, it'll lower my vibration to a certain point where I'm normally at a certain vibration. And if it gets me below a certain vibration, the cravings for smoking THCA increase drastically. So if I was sober without any alcohol and just drinking coffee, I probably could pull it off like I did the 4 days. But it's that little bit of alcohol that's been getting into the way of making me feel in a low vibration, which I want to feel in a higher one. You know what I mean? So, yeah, sometimes it's just energy and what we do. And mostly, I sung that song sober. That last song I sung, that was related to that other song that I was singing the same vocalizations, and I was emanating my soul, and it was sounding really good. And it was the same heavenly vibrations like I said before, but I can't really imitate it right now because I would have to look back in the video and then get to that right vibration, because it only happens once in a while. It's just like God was with me in like 2018, and I really felt a shift of I had supernatural abilities and everything, and then the CIA came after me, and now this is my life story. You know what I mean? What I have to deal with. But anyway, the CIA has been kind of playing hardball with the ethereal souls that they hired, the ghost souls that you can't see. They're smart, but they hired some to mess with my mind, to get me to think of things that I don't want to think of, and the CIA is behind the control of it, of what they are telling them to do. Okay? And it's messing up my mind, and at the same time they'll repeat it to the masses, and the masses repeat it back to me of what I'm thinking. So if they're infiltrating my thought patterns, and I'm saying, I correct myself right away, and I said I didn't say that, because I know I didn't say that. They're just using it, running it through my mind, when I know I'm not saying that. And I'm not crazy, but they're using mind control technology with the souls that are trying to say things in my head. You know what I mean? But try to pretend it's like me. Like how we can sing songs in our head about, like a song that replays in our head with a band beat and everything to it. We can imitate that in our minds. A soul is capable of imitating a song that plays through your mind that we can remember, because we remember it. So if a soul remembers and studies me and studies my mind, if a soul studies my mind, they can remember how I sound. So they'll replay that in my head. But yet, I know I didn't say that, and I'm not going crazy, because I know the difference, and I am very smart. You know what I mean? This is what I'm made of. Because the CIA knows they can't outsmart me, because I'm on God's side, and God's used supreme intelligence that they can't surpass. It's unpredictable. But I'm smart, and my brain grows, and I'm capable of remembering many things in my life and everything. So all of what I created in my whole entire life is getting amplified to the state of my awareness, my evolution, and it keeps growing. I just want to let you know that I'm doing good. It's just that I got to, you know what I mean, get to the sort of fact of that everything's working out. Tomorrow, guess what I'm going to do? Not going to smoke THCA. I'm going to save the rest of my money for food. And what I'm trying to say is, because eventually I'll go on some days where I just drink a milk fast, where I just drink milk and water, and I fast that entire day without eating anything. And it puts me in a fasting-like state, you know what I mean? And I like it. So I'm aware and I've accomplished many other things, you know, in this existence. I just want to let you know that I'm doing good, girls, and I love you. and it's my time to worship you. So here I go. It's my time to worship you, girls, and here I go. I love, worship, honor, and obey the divine princesses, the divine goddesses, and the girls forever. Amen. I love you, divine goddesses and girls forever, and divine princesses forever. I love you forever in my heart. And I just want to let you know this is a really good podcast. This is an update and letting all of you know that, yes, I did relapse. But tomorrow, I'm going to go another 4 sober days without doing it, and I'll be mostly sober. See, this is the bright side. If I go 4 days, like I did today, I went 4 days with being cold turkey, completely sober for 4 days. And if I relapsed, I go another 4 days. And see, I won't drink, so then I'll have the keys that I won't want to be in a higher state, because I already be in a higher state, because alcohol, it brings you to a lower state, and you just don't like yourself like in that lower state. And because I would get angry and stuff like that, and I just don't like it, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just want to let you know that, girls, I love you, and I worship, honor, and obey and love the divine princesses, goddesses, and the girls forever. Amen. And I just want to let you know that I am connected to a higher field of things sometimes. And I know when I'm connected to it. So I just want to know that when I sung that song sober, it was really great. You know what I mean? So I like being sober. So, and that one girl on YouTube, she wants me to be sober. So I have to be sober for her. If she really wants me to be sober, and you know what I mean, and get it together, that's a girl telling me to get it together. And you know what? I'm going to. I'm almost starting to cry. I should have been on day 5 tomorrow. I could have done it, but I needed a little break because it was getting too much. The CIA was spiritually attacking me. They want me to freaking be on weed. They don't want me to better myself. They want me to just go stir crazy, and I get pissed off. They're triggering my anger, you know what I mean? I'm soul defending myself. That's the only thing I can do. You know what I mean? And I only had 5 hours of sleep last night. Because I stayed up, because I feel better in a sort of woke state if I sleep less. And if I sleep more, I feel more tired throughout the whole entire day. And I don't want to live that. It's depressing. So that's why I stay up sometimes. Anyway, have a good day, girls. I love you. All right, bye.